Hello ladies, it's Sue here, one of the Look Fabulous Forever ambassadors, and that is a skincare and makeup range for ladies with older skins like mine. So what I'm going to do today is have a look at my makeup, what I'm thinking of doing in autumn this year, and I've got a lovely afternoon tea that I'm going to. So what I've done so far, I've actually cleansed, moisturised, used my very important Factor 50 sun care. Just because you can't see the sun doesn't mean it isn't there. I've also used my face primer and my continuous cover 2.5 foundation. Put on all that on to give it time to settle. I think the next point is to do my eyebrows, which I'm going to use the Bring Back the Brow in Blonde, and it's got a very fine brush on the end like that, so it allows you to do those very fine brush strokes. You see, very fine strokes. Can always add more. It's always difficult to take away with makeup. And you can see how it's defined my eyebrow, and run through them to blend that in. And then, don't ask me why, but I always line my lips next. I think we all have our makeup routines, don't we? It's just like it is a routine, a habit we get into every day. And I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better once I've got my makeup on. So that's eyebrows and lip lined. And then I'm going to use this Smooth Out Eye Prime on my eyelids, just a dot. And then I just pat that. It gives a great base for your eyeshadow to grip onto, and also evens out any discoloration that you have there. And while that's settling on my lids, I do what I always do next, and that is define my eyebrow in the cream out of this taupes trio. And anything you put a lighter colour on comes forward, which is also good, helps shape and definition on your eye. Okay, that's done. So I think I can safely start working on my eyes. The dress I'm wearing is green. So I'm going to be wearing khaki and taupe on my eyes. And I'm going to highlight it with a little bit of copper. So here we go. Wish me luck. I'm going to start with the khaki, which looks like this. So I'm just giving my eye like a wash with this khaki. Khaki's been very big this year, you know, in a fashion colour, and I predict we're going to be seeing more of it in the autumn. It's not everybody's favourite, you know, but if you can wear it as accessories, then you've cracked it. And then from the khaki, I'm going to take that neutral taupes, it's called, and I'm going to take the darker one and emphasise, that's this one, and emphasise the outer corners of my eye with that. Almost in the letter 7. Did I say letter? I meant number. Number 7. What's wrong with me? Age. And then I think I have a blender brush somewhere to blend that in. There, so that's what I've done so far. And then on top of that, because I Look Fabulous for range, everything is compatible with everything else. So on top of that, I'm actually going to use the Copper Creamy Eyeshadow as a highlight, like that. And I'm going to take again a brush and just add a highlight in the centre of my eye with that. You see? A nice combination. I like playing with colour. And then pat that, blend it in with the rest of shadows I've used. And then I'm going to line my eyes with the dark brown, rub that as close to my lashes as I can, a little flick at the end, lift it, line that just a centimetre of my bottom inner eye line, and then mascara next, and I'm using Light Lash Mascara in black, rub it through. So that's 2 coats of Light Lash Mascara and a smidgen on my bottom lashes. And then I think the next thing to do is to do my lips. I'm going to outline them with the primer, especially as I shall be eating and drinking tea and maybe a glass of bubbly. And why not? So that'll stop any lipstick creeping into the lines around my mouth. I know I've got them. And then I'm going to use on my lips a combination of russet, and I'm just going to put a little bit of poppy with it to give it a zing. So I'll start with russet, which is pretty on its own, but let me just brighten it up slightly with my poppy. There we go. And blusher, I've got out my Desert Rose. These lovely refillable compacts are lovely, and you get tons of blusher. I mean, really, that'll last me forever. I think I've got that in the right place, but I do need to blend it. And then I'm going to put my earrings in, and then I'll go and get dressed and show you what I'm wearing. So here I am. I'll do a full length for you later, but this is a sea salt dress that I picked up in the sale. It's in a silky material. It's got an underbust seam, which gives me a bit of shape, and it's in almost like a semi-satiny material, but it's not shiny. Perfect. And then I'm going to team it with this, one of my, is it 1000 stars or is it 100 stars? I've forgotten how many stars. As a wrap or a scarf I'll take with me, with my green earrings and necklace. I think it looks quite pretty. And just a little bit of Luxe perfume. Thank you for watching, ladies. I hope you enjoyed this autumnal type makeup, and I hope to see you soon in more shades of bronze and berries and beautiful autumn shades. Thank you. Bye for now.